It is a marathon, not a sprint. Rome wasn't built in a day. It is about going, where do I want to be in 12 months' time? And who's going to be supporting me with those board level focus and responsibilities? Where do I want to be in 24 months' time? And who's going to be supporting me with that? So slowly build out your support team and allow you to more and more dial in on and focus on the stuff that you love. G'day team, welcome to today's training. Josh here. So today I want to talk to you about the importance of having a board level focus in your business. So I work with a whole bunch of business owners of engineering consultancies within our industry. And I work with a range of business owners from 10 grand a month through to 10 million per year in terms of revenue. So a really big mix and spread of clients and business sizes within our industry. And one of the biggest things that I see holding business owners back is not having a board level focus in their business, meaning focusing on the weeds and getting pulled into the weeds and not having a plan for getting up out of the weeds and focusing on the big picture stuff that's going to move your business forward. And look, I know, and I'm not oblivious to this. If you're a single business owner or you're a new business owner or you're a growing business, there's a bunch of stuff that you could be focusing on. And typically you are required to do everything in your business. And so you can get pushed and pulled from pillar to post in terms of all the different things you need to do in your business. But what I can absolutely say without a shred of doubt is, the more that you can make a plan and have, whether it's a catch up with yourself once a month or it's a catch up with the directors once a month or a business meeting with yourself and the other business owners to actually go through the board level focus, the more that you're going to be focusing on the big picture and the big vision of your business, the more you're going to grow. If you stay in the weeds, there's that saying, what you focus on grows. So if we're focusing on the weeds and always putting out fires and focusing on all the small bits and pieces that, yes, are important, but might not be so important in the bigger picture of things, that's what we're going to continue to get. And I work with so many business owners who are exactly like that. They're struggling to get out of the weeds and focus on the big picture strategy. And it's really about making that time and making that commitment to yourself and, your staff and the other directors for you as the business owner and the business leader to have that board level focus. And, I'll go through these in a second in terms of the things that you should be focusing on at that quote unquote board level. I'm not saying you have to set up a board if you're a one man show, but I'm saying have a board level focus. Or if you're a 6-person business, you don't need a board of directors, because if it's just you as a single director, you don't need a board of directors. But what you do need is a board level focus in your business, meaning, do we have someone or is someone focusing on the elements at a board level that are required to take our business to that next level? And I'll go through them in a second, but I want you to answer that question for yourself. Do I have a board level focus in our business? Am I focusing on the big picture stuff that is going to move my business forward? Or am I guilty of being pulled down into the weeds too often and not making it a priority to focus on those big picture things? And I want you to truthfully answer that for yourself. So let's go through it. So the key or the critical things that you need to be focusing on at a quote unquote board level in your business. And like I said, this is applicable to a 1-person business through to a business of 30, 40, 50, 60 staff doing, 8 to 10 million per year, depending on your business size. All businesses need to have a board level focus. All businesses need to have a focus or a strategy or someone looking after each of these different areas. And sure, as you're small, or the smaller you are, there's probably some areas you don't need to focus on as much because they're not relevant, like for, recruitment and that sort of stuff. If you're a single person business, it's probably not a big focus unless you're looking to grow. But you need to be focusing on these areas to make sure that you are steering your ship in the right direction and you don't stick your head up in 10 years' time and go, oh man, how did we get here? This is not what we wanted to create for this business. So let's go through them. Growth strategy. You need to have someone, or you need to have a focus on a growth strategy who is setting and pursuing the strategic direction of this business. 2, financial performance. So who is overseeing the financial performance of the business, including productivity and business performance? So growth strategy, who's overseeing the the strategic direction of the business, who's looking after financial performance? And if the answer is you to all these, that's totally fine as we go. And we'll have a conversation about that next. So growth strategy, financial performance, and then there's marketing and business development. So there's got to be a focus on marketing and BD. Next comes operations. So a focus around operations and how you're doing things more efficiently. Risk management strategy and performance. So what are the risks to your business and what's your strategy to mitigate those? Governance framework and compliance. So QA, think QA policies, procedures, SOPs, IMS, integrated management system, those sorts of things. So that governance framework and compliance for your business. Again, when you're small, you don't have much of this, but as you get bigger, this stuff becomes more and more important. So you have to have a focus on that at a board level. Culture, HR, and professional development absolutely needs to be a focus at a board level. In IT, in terms of your systems and processes, and also your software and computers and all that sort of thing, in terms of how people actually do business. So from my experience and what we're seeing in the industry at the moment, and what we're working with our business owners around, is these are the things that you should be talking about and focusing on and thinking about, having a plan in place at quote unquote the board level focus within your business. So a growth strategy, set and pursue the strategic direction of the business, financial performance, overseeing the financial performance of the business, marketing and BD, operations, risk management strategy and performance, governance framework compliance, so QA policies, procedures, culture, HR and PD, and IT or information technology. So these are the big things that big businesses at a board level all focus on, and either have a person or a couple of people focus on each of those areas to make sure that the business is moving forward in those areas. So what to do with this information? So now you know the big picture, board level focus that you should have in your business. What to do about it? Because if you're a single business owner or there's two directors in the business, that's a lot of stuff to focus on. And you're right. And so what you might do is, again, let's use the example of two directors in the business. You might just divvy those up and go, okay, well, I'm going to take these 3 or 4 things. You're going to take these 3 or 4 things. You then have a board level meeting each month where you discuss those things and you set actions and you work out who's going to do what in those areas and who's going to move each of those areas forward. Because like I said, what you focus on grows. So if you have a specific meeting every month that focuses on the board level elements of your business, that's what's going to grow. You are going to grow a really successful business if you focus on that stuff. And then as you grow, you build in team. So, for the first period of time, you and the other director might be doing all the reporting on all those things when you have those board level catch ups or that board level focus meeting. But over time, like I'm working with a business at a moment, they're bringing in an operations manager. So that operations person is going to run all the day-to-day of their business, and they are going to report up to the board level on all things operations. So that's one less thing that the directors have to focus on because their operations manager is reporting to them at a board level on operations. And then the board just needs to make decisions or act on recommendations from their ops manager. Marketing, you might bring in someone that's going to work on marketing. So again, like it's about starting somewhere, knowing that these 7 or 8 areas are a core focus for you to focus on in the business at a board level, and then slowly building team and that support around you to start to mean that you're focusing less and less on the doing, and you're focused more as a business owner on strategy and direction. It is a marathon. It is not a sprint. Focus on these areas, get good at it, and then slowly build team around you to support you in these particular areas. IT, culture, HR, PD, IMS, all that sort of stuff. You can find great people as your business grows to take over those areas of the business, who all might then report to, say, the operations manager, who then reports to the board. There's a bunch of structures we could look at there. But over time, find and hire great people to own those different areas. And then you slowly, as a business owner and director, move into focusing on the things that you love, which typically is, strategic direction, growth strategies, and a bit of BD in terms of relationships. Everything else, you can find and hire great people to support you as your business grows. And to wrap up today's video or training, if you don't focus on that, all you get is a terribly run business It is basically a really stressful job for you because you don't have structure in place. You're focusing on the weeds. You feel like you're putting fires out all the time. You're rushing around like a headless chook because you've got people pushing and pulling you from pillar to post and you've got no structure in your business. So stop. And if that's you, stop, slow down, rewind this video or rewatch, re-listen to the audio, take those 7 or 8 areas, focus on them every month and build a great business from there. Like I said, it is a marathon, not a sprint. Rome wasn't built in a day. It is about going, where do I want to be in 12 months' time? And who's going to be supporting me with those board level focus and responsibilities? Where do I want to be in 24 months' time? And who's going to be supporting me with that? So slowly build out your support team and allow you to more and more dial in on and focus on the stuff that you love. Team, I hope that helps. Thank you so much for watching or listening. And if you need any help with that, please don't hesitate to reach out. So, if you want to keep building your business on your own, we have a ton of free resources to help you keep building your business on your own. But if you want some help, if you want to be guided on the right path and the right direction to take to build your business with confidence, I'd love to make an invitation to you to join Boardroom. So if that's you, you want some help building your business with confidence and know what path to take next, reach out. Let's have a chat and see how working together in Boardroom can help you build your business faster. Have an awesome day.